has his plan for replacing cash, checks, and credit cards with new personalized 666 barcode system were implemented, peace and order began to be re-established. Now, in tonight's program, our great world leader unveils Stage 2 of his plan for the perfect world. The amazing new 666 biochip implant, guaranteeing you physical health and spiritual well-being at the punch of a computer key, plus the guarantee of lifelong security within the new 666 world order.
Watch out for 666. Watch out for 666.
In a vision of the future, I saw in a vivid dream that the hour is soon coming when men will become machines. A new one world order will rise and then demand that all the world's people receive their scientific brand. I saw a tiny pre-programmed computer chip so thin, implanted in men's foreheads underneath their skin, linking all its bearers to the system's central brain. The master computer that over them will reign. Watch out for 666 and their computer chip that is designed to strip you on your self-control. Don't sell your soul. Men's thoughts will be programmed by this new technology. Those who take the number, their slaves will always be. So hearken to this warning: if it's life and love you choose,
Then you'll follow the truth, and that mark you will refuse. Watch out for 666 and their computer chip that is designed to strip you of your self-control. Watch out for 666 and their computer chip that is designed to strip you of your self-control. Don't sell your soul. Don't sell your soul. Watch out for 666.
Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me and see me. Let me know how this how the chat is. What's up, everybody? Now, from what I can see, I can't see myself in this stream. Y'all let me know. All right. Can anybody in the chat let me know if you can hear me and see me? Yeah, y'all let me know. Hey, Zen. Here, yes, see, no. Okay. All right, something's going on with this. I think this thing is still, hang on. All right, I'm going to try something real quick. Okay. Thanks, y'all. I'm going to try something real quick. All right, let me stop. All right, let's see if that worked. Nope, still didn't work. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna try something else. I don't know what's going on with this thing. All right, now I'm confused. One person said hear yes. Now Paul said can't hear or see. Now I'm confused. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let's see if this works now. All right. How about now? Can y'all see me? Okay. All right. Now y'all can see me now. Can y'all hear me? Is another thing. All good? Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on with that. Yes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Cool. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. All right. Now, how about I properly speak to everybody? We got Dean. Dean was the very first person in the chat. What's up, Dean? How you doing, sweetheart? Let's see. We got Sandra. Sandra said she's going to bed. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good to see you. We got Paul up in this piece. We got Paul Cooney. How you doing? Shalom. We got Tammy G Jeans up in the house. We got Vaughn. Yes. Oh yeah, Vaughn. That was definitely done in the 80s. Definitely. We got Bari. We got the actual factual one. High Plains. How you doing? Good afternoon. Listening and lurking while I paint. Oh, okay. We got Wernley up in here. All right, Bari. So good to see you, Bari. Wernley, you are such a troll. Were you lying? Talking about no, we can't hear you or see you. Such a troll. We got no pearls before swine. How you going? Zenwin up in here. Don't you hate when a streamer just pops on a black screen and knows? Worley, you are such a hater. Such a hater. No. Dang. Factual one. Talking about my orange shirt. Don't hate. Hey, look. And my shoes are like rainbow. So does that make me a member of the LGBTQ WXYZ? Okay. I got on some Crayola shoes here. Here's the check the Crayola logo there. You know. What a letdown. Still nothing. Whatever, you hater, man. You just enjoy. You just get a kick out of hating, don't you? Oh, we got my twin in the house. We got my twin lurking while working. Hey sis, how you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Oh, we got Mark up in this piece. Mark, I will be talking to you for us to organize that, homie. We sure will. LBTQRSTUV2. Thanks, Zen. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and see what's up with y'all while it's still daylight because maybe in 20 minutes it's gonna be dark out here. So thought I'd just come out and see what's up with y'all, see what y'all up to. And we just come on here for a minute. Have an orange shirt in my avatar pic. All right, Zen. Zen 33. Finally, I see her and it's a boot with poop in it. Hater. Wernley, you just can't get enough. You love me, don't you? You love me, don't you, Wernley? You do. You do. You just don't know how to say it. Look, my hair all sticking up. You just don't know how to say it. Thanks. Look, and I'm actually and look, factual one. I'm actually about to get my hair done again tomorrow. So this is got to go. Look, because it's all sticking up now. Look at that. Thanks, Barry. I appreciate that. High Plains have been this piece, or better yet, Denver, Colorado shirt. All right, I get it. So I just wanted to hop on here and see how everybody was doing. I was kind of bored. Um, had a day off. My daughter's gonna be here in a couple hours, so I thought I'd come on here and see what's up. Um, I need to go grab my headphones because Factual One was gonna hop on here with me, and as I was setting this up, I forgot to grab my headphones, which are like right over here. So I need to go grab them. Yeah. All right, and I was sitting here reading this book. I just wanted to share some of my thoughts here. This might come up backwards. I hope it doesn't. I hope this isn't coming up backwards on y'all screen. Nope, it's not. I can see it. All right. So goodbye germ theory. There is a YouTuber who doesn't make content anymore. Who one of the YouTubers who really influenced me to start doing YouTube myself. TMF, Truth Media Films. He recommended this book, and this book is crazy. I just wanted to read a few excerpts out of here. I'm going to code the language as best as I can because it's so good. Because germ theory is something that's being, perpetrated to take advantage of people and to scare people. And I shared a picture on my community tab, if y'all have seen it, of an individual wearing a hoodie, wearing a face diaper, wearing gloves, and the entire time while I was in line, as he rang me up, he just kind of just kept his head down like this, like, just as he was working. And I'm like, you may as well stay at home. You can't even look me in my eye. Like what is that about? Like, how can you bring yourself to live like that? So I just want to read a couple. Literally, it's something that's in the beginning of the book that kind of just draws you in. So just to talk about the reality in which we face, TMF was one of the greatest to do it, one of the greatest. And he recommended this book one day, and I grabbed it as soon as I saw him post it because, you know, you know, I got a lot of respect for TMF, and I hope he comes back. Sometimes I kind of feel like maybe he made another account and he just kind of sneak around YouTube. But he stopped making videos shortly after Jeff C passed away. Rest in peace, Jeff C. Jeff C, one of the greats. Another reason why, I started doing what I do now. And Ms. Maskless, of course. Ms. Maskless motivated me to start making content. So Ms. Maskless is almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if y'all not subbed to Ms. Maskless, go ahead and sub to her because, Ms. Maskless is doing excellent work over there. So I see you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. So let me go ahead and hop into this real quick. Goodbye, germ theory. Germ theory is something, the lie is being perpetrated to sell flu season, to sell drugs, to sell fear and control. So when you start this book, man, he just kind of, William Trabing, they tell you who he is. He's not a lawyer, but he's actually a chiropractor, but chiropractors get zero respect in the medical industry. That's because they actually practice real medicine. So that's why they get zero respect, because a lot of them are not a part of the cult. So go ahead and read some of this. I just want to share some thoughts on this because I try to sit and read some of these books and try to get an understanding of what's going on here, because yeah, we can sit and Google all day, but unless you are in the books outside of the Bible, other than the Bible, of course, unless you're in these books, you're not going to get this real old school truth here. So let me see. I'm going to try to code this as best as I can, because of course I'm sure this is like very strikeable content here. So autism has increased by over 3,000 times since the advent of mandatory toxination programs, when it was considered very rare. The medical profession blames this on new diagnostic parameters, but this alone could not possibly have created such a drastic increase in so little time. The systematic blood poisoning of America's children through mercury and other products and toxins is the only event which could have possibly done this. That is the very first piece of information that you read when you in this book. Okay? So, following mandatory toxone programs, one of every 149 children in Brick Township, New Jersey is autistic. One in every 149. Okay? So, when I read that stat, it kind of touched me personally because my youngest brother is autistic. And, I'm only a couple years older than him. So, literally, too. So, when I was younger, when he was a baby, I had no idea of what was happening. I wasn't old enough to say, hey, don't do X, Y, and Z, or don't feed him X, Y, and Z, because I had no idea. I was a kid. So now that I know, it's like, man, it kind of hits me personally. Like, man, maybe my brother is possibly toxone injured. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know for real. So yeah. Following mandatory toxone programs between 1993 and 1998, autism increased 513% in the state of Maryland alone. And these are just individual states. And we're not even talking about numbers like encountering encompassing the entire state. Like, that is nuts, right? Crazy. So doctors are instructed by the American Medical Association to downplay parents' concerns of toxone reactions and to deny any correlation of adverse reactions to toxones they may have just administered. So, when you take your kid to the well visit and then, they get the pokes and, I've done it once with my daughter before I had fully accepted what was going on here. My daughter's now 4 years old. She hasn't had any toxinations since just before she turned 2. So the last time I got her toxinated was when she was 1 year old, and she had this horrible flu, just kind of out of nowhere. And I hit my knees and I prayed to God to help my baby through that. I prayed to God and I begged for forgiveness and I begged for mercy for what I did to my daughter from getting her toxinated that year. And ever since then, she has not experienced any kind of serious illness like that. Like, now she may experience some kind of like runny nose, or her temperature might spike a little bit, but she'll get over it in a few hours. But ever since then, she has not been sick like that. I would never forget that night. I would never forget that night. I hit my knees and I begged for forgiveness and I prayed for her to make it through that. And now I completely understand that it was my fault. Okay. Now that I understand what germ theory is and how they perpetuate that and sell it for fear, sell it to, they have it to sell drugs. They call cold and flu season, X, Y, and Z, just to perpetuate the live germ theory. Even toxone shedding is used to perpetuate the live germ theory. And as I was reading this book today, I felt some type of way, and I just wanted to come on here and share these thoughts with you all because it's real. It's real. Now, my daughter is thriving ever since I decided to stop getting her toxinated. Ever since I decided. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get back into it because this makes me very emotional, as you can probably see. Like, then I'll get to these comments. I know I'm missing a lot of comments, but so let's see. The federal government reports confirm that toxinations kill more than 3 children per week in America. Okay, in America. Jonas Salk, national hero and creator of the famous Salk polio toxone, made a public statement in 1976 that 2/3 of the cases of polio, which occurred between 1966 and 1976, were caused by his toxone. He admitted it himself. And then when you talk to the brain dead individuals who perpetuate and promote and still support toxones, what is the go-to straw man argument? Oh, but polio. You mean transverse myelitis? Something that just got renamed and rebranded to something else? Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and go. We'll just keep going here. So the DPT shot has been banned in most of Europe and Japan since 1975 due to its extreme toxicity, but American children still receive this toxone. Still receive it, even though it's banned in other countries. That makes me think of like other food ingredients that's banned in other countries that they still allow us to eat here. Records prove that death rates from polio, pertussis, whooping cough, and measles were decreasing on their own. Before the toxone was introduced, and that present records were altered to demonstrate the decrease was due to toxones. Horrible. Every parent should have this book. Every parent, if you love your child. Here's that. I'm going to take a pause for the calls, and I'm going to catch up with the comments because, as I was reading that, I felt some type of way like, yo, oh my goodness. I'm catching back up with the comments, y'all. Hater. You Wernley, you hater. Oh, who let maskless in here? I love chiropractors are the best, Vari. Hey, Black Spring, how you doing, Autumn? How you doing, sweetheart? It's always good to see you, sweetheart. Oh, you here for it? Okay, very strikeable. It's BS PooTube. Absolutely. So annoying how people can't see this connection. Facts, Bari. I used to work with a couple of chiropractors. I can tell you firsthand it was a real healing art. Oh, nice, Paul. Should definitely bring you on so we can talk about that. Yes, I've known that about autism for quite some time. Absolutely, Zen. Hey, aloha, Steve. How you doing? I can't chat, but I'm listening. Much love. Aloha, Steve. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Swine F jab years ago in school to almost kill me. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Zen. I'm so glad you're still here with us. Hey, Uni, how you doing? Hey, Uni. Most of my friends' children have something wrong with them. Very sad. Oh my goodness, Dean. She just totally ignores it. How can I read the book and look at the chat? Wormly, you hater. I can't wait till you start going live because I'm trolling the heck out of your chat, bro. I'm trolling you and I'm reporting you for no reason. I'm gonna report your live for no reason. Like, yes, Wormly on here disrespecting his subscribers. Yeah. And he has a problem with transgenders. He's a science denier. Independent Mini. Hey, how you doing? I'm so behind on the chat, but I'm catching up. Navigating through the B system. How you doing? How you doing? Tammy G said, "We are the only country that they are trying to kill us every day. Need to think why. I'm pretty sure I know. Curious if anyone else knows. I feel like, since America is so called the leader of the free world, whatever we do, whatever we say, here goes. So that's why, they teach that sense of pride and strength and leadership here. So, we're taught, to well, for the, to an extent, to be an individual, and we have that false sense of Christianity here, that false founded fathers Christianity, whatever that is, Freemasonic Catholicism Christianity, and yeah, that has allowed us to get along this far. So yeah, just had extreme back pain issues for 6 weeks straight. I finally went to chiropractor and was better in almost 24 hours. Wow, Zen, nice. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate that. But just now, it was so real. I swear to God, if it wasn't that moment before that something's wrong, obviously I lived that exact moment, no doubt about it. Any info on fluoride? Oh, we can definitely get into that. I wasn't prepared to talk about fluoride on the stream, but we can. Yep. Babylon, no doubt it starts here. America is Egypt. Okay. We've got the pharaohs leading this, running this thing. For sure. My chiropractor is a true healer. I never see a doctor. Absolutely, man. Chiropractors, if you visited a chiropractic office during the height of the scamdemic, they were the only ones who weren't going along with this nonsense because they know how germ theory is perpetrated. That's why they get no respect in the cult of personality, in the cult of the medical industry. That is why. Yep. Aloha, Steve. It is so good to see you, homie. I'll be getting in touch with you too, Steve. Yeah. That is why. So I'll go ahead and read some more of these. I need to get this live on, and before it's gonna get darker by the minute. Yep. So while I'm out here, y'all just staring at me, but I'm gonna pick this. I'm about to do something real ghetto real quick. But I like this little courtyard area. Let me see. There we go. And I like coming to sit out here. No one hardly ever comes out to sit on their balcony. You hardly ever see people anymore. People don't come outside. People are afraid of the air. People are afraid of fresh air. People are afraid of other people, so they don't come outside. But I do. I like to come out. I like to come out here and have a drink and read and talk and stuff. All right. Germ theory. Ew. Hey, Jesus Freak. Hey, Jesus Freak. I want you to email me, man. Please email me. I need to talk to you about something. Jesus Freak. Please email me because yeah. So let's read a few more of these stats here. I'll code this as best as I can. So let's take a look at this. Each year, there are approximately 950 deaths from the whooping cough toxone as compared to 10 deaths from the actual disease. What? I'll read that again. Each year, there are approximately 950 deaths from the whooping cough toxone as compared to 10 deaths from the actual disease itself. Okay, so y'all, people who know me personally, they know I don't drive. Okay, I was born with congenital cataracts, which has since progressed into glaucoma. So I don't see very well, so I don't drive. So I primarily travel with Uber and Lyft. But I can tell you, whenever I am in these people's cars, I use it as an opportunity to share the gospel and to wake these people up because I always see them they're with their face diaper on when they're driving, and some of them have it under their nose, and I can tell they're uncomfortable. I'm like, hey, bro, why don't you pull that down? I can tell you don't want to wear it. Just pull it down. I don't care. People, they complain about it. So then I use that as an opportunity to open up to tell these people about germ theory, to tell them about it, to expose people to it, to explain what's going on, just to let them know because people don't know. They don't know. They don't understand. I rode with the guy today. Um, I was just explaining to him about, I went to Target this morning, and then I took the picture of the dude that was in the hoodie with the mask. So I was really fired up. Like, man, I just when I understand, I just really hate that these people are controlling these people with fear. So the Uber driver picked me up, and I was just telling him about it, and I can tell I changed that man's life. I can tell he was like, yo, you are so smart. I just love the way you think. I just never thought about it that way. And after I took that toxone, I have never been more sick in my life. And I'm like, dude, you literally injected a toxin into your veins. Okay. I'm like, if it were possible for humans to breathe on one another and get sick, humanity would have never made it this far, would have never made it this far if we could just breathe on one another and just make each other sick like that. So I'm like, okay, so think about your family, think about your friends, okay, your very close friends. 9 times out of 10, you got the same diet, you have the same workout regimen, you have the same types of stress in your life. So when one of you gets sick, then the next one gets sick, and you kind of thinking you passed it to one another. That's because your lives are similar. So there's the same terrain here. He was just blown away, you know what I'm saying? Then I shared the gospel with him. I tried to tell him, like, okay, are you a believer? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? So it just is what it is. The dude is toxinated. That's up to God. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out with God, between him and God. That's between him and God. But I did my part, was just to let him know about what germ theory is and how germs have never been proven and how the Rockefeller Foundation subverted public education. So I just try to talk to people and just let people know. So I use my trips with Uber and Lyft to share this information with people. Just try to talk to people because people literally don't know. Most people literally don't know how to navigate YouTube. I had to explain to a guy how to subscribe to a channel. He was only maybe 39 years old. He wasn't that much older than me. But people just don't take the time to seek this information, which is ultimately going to be their fault because we're in the age of information. There is no excuse. Romans chapter 1 tells us there is no excuse for you not to know that there is a creator. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. Like, you have to have some kind of semblance in your brain telling you that something is wrong. Something is going on. It is up to you to find that out. But it is up to us to share the gospel, at least try to help these people, help these NPCs, because for the most part, they just in the car driving. They turn their head, they speak, hey, you such and such, okay, and then they drive. Their mask is on their face, and that's it. That's it. Like, so I use my Uber and Lyft trips. I find it is an excellent opportunity to share the gospel because most people don't know. They don't know. So I'm catching back up with the comments now. Oh, thanks, Bari. Bari said that looks like a lovely place. I actually like this apartment complex. I've been here for a while, and I put up a huge fight during the COVID scamdemic, and they lowered my rent because they closed the pool because of COVID. And I went into the office and said, I'm like, that's utterly ridiculous for you to close the pool. And I'm like, okay, now the toxone is available, and the pool is literally loaded with chemicals, allegedly bacteria and germ killing chemicals, and you still have the pool closed, but you have the nerve to advertise the pool on your website. So that's false advertisement, and I can sue you for that. And they lowered my rent. They've been actively making money off illness and death for a long time. Absolutely. Absolutely. But if you did drive, you'd be driving cataract style. Oh my goodness. Hey Watchman, how you doing? Hey Cindy, how you doing? Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the prayers. I got to take care of some stuff, y'all. Peace out and blessings to the Most High in Jesus' name. Have a great chat, and I catch this on the replay. All right, Paul. Later. All right, all right. Zilwin said, Amen. I love talking to the Lyft drivers when I have to get a ride. Luckily, most of them are really cool in my experience, and none of them have been wearing the mask. Man, yeah, they wear the mask around here. Thank you for your prayer support. Absolutely, disciple. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Jesus Freak said, preach it, man. Sometimes I just be on fire, man. Like, I just can't believe what the world has become. I know I'm not perfect. I'll sit on here, I'll play the video game. I am not perfect by any means, but it's just some things that you just have to be aware of. Some people are afraid of the word Jesus, let alone his word. Yeah, I can tell they get very uncomfortable when I bring it up. It's corn. Oh, Ms. Masters would drop the corn in the chat. Hey, Latina and Callie, how you doing? Jesus is the word. It's corn. They're not evil people, just indoctrinated people. Well, facts. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm paying well below market value for where I live. That's why I'm still here because I can afford it by myself and take care of my daughter and homeschool. So I'm still here. I'm not gonna fix what ain't broken. All praises to the Most High. In Jesus Christ's name, all praises. Because I don't know, if you kind of act like you know what you're talking about, and if you throw out a little, I know my nails are terrible, but if you throw out just a little bit of legal jargon, people will shake in their boots. If you kind of sound like you know what you're talking about, you can have people do whatever you want. Okay. Especially, I discovered this during this convid scheme. So if you kind of seem like you know what you're talking about, you speak with you look them right in the eye, you have your shoulders up, you just stand up and speak for yourself. People would just be like, oh, I don't want anything to do with you. So if you kind of seem like you know what you're talking about, then people will leave you alone or they'll bend to your will. Because I'm like, yeah, like I don't see, they were trying to raise my rent, but I'm like, I don't see why how it's fair that you're increasing my rent when you're still advertising, uh what's the word, you're still advertising amenities that don't exist. I'm like, I don't think that's very fair. Like, do you think that's right? I'm like, okay, so what's the number to your district manager? I'm like, I need to speak to that individual because I feel like legal action may have to be brought into this because it's not fair. And shoot, no, that lady did not want me to call it the district manager. So, they moved me to a new apartment, lowered my rent, and yeah, just took care of it. Because if you kind of act like you know what you're talking about, people shaking their boots. Can I send you some chocolate? Oh, some chocolate bonbons. You sure can. Just came from serving federal marshals in Philadelphia, U.S. District Court today. I just uploaded the video to this channel. Disciple of the Messiah. I had no idea you made videos. Yeah. Okay. I just subbed. I didn't know. I didn't know you made videos. And yes, Miss Maskless is one of those individuals who knows if you stand up for yourself, people will back down. Yep. She is the true definition of Miss Maskless. Yep. She knows it. She knows it. Yeah, we got Steve Harloha up in this piece. Steve, I just been loving your live streams over there, homie. You've just been doing such excellent work, man. And Steve has been doing karaoke over there too, y'all. If y'all been having random people over there singing and stuff. I haven't gone on there to sing yet. Excuse me, but I will. I will. Because I pretty much sing on here when I'm on here playing the game. So I don't know why I haven't gone on to Steve's channel to sing yet. So all right, let's see if we can read any more of this before it gets dark out here. Then I'm gonna move this to the inside because it's gonna be dark out here soon. Let's see. All right, so the germ theory does not follow any scientific guideline to prove its validity. When assessed by the simple scientific method taught in elementary schools, it is proven invalid. So most of us here know that. Okay, So that is the basis of our discussion here. Like it hasn't been proven, so it just goes from there. So Pasteur's major credits did not belong to him, but to another brilliant scientist called Pierre Beauchamp, who totally disagreed with Pasteur's germ theory of disease creation. Most of Pasteur's early vaccine work ended in disaster. So if you're just getting here, this book is Goodbye Germ Theory by William Trabing. Goodbye Germ Theory. That's what this is. If you're just getting here. So very, very great resource. Um, yeah, just a lot of good information here. I read some of the contents here. Medical mayhem, the poisoned needle, the truth about sudden infant death syndrome, and cancer. I don't know how safe this is to talk about this stuff. Who's afraid of the big bad FLU? 911, terrorism, paranoia, and a pharmaceutical company's dream come true. Let me see. Immunity or lunacy? Uh, Let me see. Spontaneous generation, those pesky epidemics. Let's see. We're from the government and we're here to help you! Exclamation mark. So those are just some of the headers in here, but yeah, I know my nails are terrible, so don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. I'm a real person, so it is what it is. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. I read that one. Early studies demonstrates how all bacteria, fungi, and virus all originate from the same parent organism, which is a natural healthy component to all living things. Okay. The Center for Disease Control charters as Epidemic Intelligence Service, which travels the country in search of symptoms they can use to formulate epidemics for profit. All right, it's not like we don't know that, but it's to officially hear it documented in here is just it just kind of hits different. You know, uh, let's see. Forcefully toxinating anyone can be considered assault and battery. It's freaking assault. And that was just happened just willingly during the height of the scamdemic. Once the toxination first came out. So it's crazy, right? Let's see. Most toxination laws are completely unconstitutional and have no relevance in today's world. Local health departments promote most toxination programs to acquire federal aid and grant money at the expense of America's children. It's just heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. Oh, and I want to read y'all considering America's children, I'm going to read y'all this text message I got earlier from a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine, since we just had a selection pass, the state of Montana. There was a bill proposed in Montana that would have forced doctors to give care to abortion, mispronounced on purpose, excuse me. There was a there was a bill in Montana that would have forced doctors to give abortion survivors care after they survived abortions. Meaning, if you know try to eliminate your baby while you're pregnant, but your baby is still alive, this bill would have forced doctors to care for them while they were still alive. But the state of Montana voted against it. 52.6% were against it. 47.4% were for it. So, meaning doctors do not have to administer care to babies who are still alive, cold, alone, in pain on that metal table. They can just lay there and die. They're not obligated to care for them. The state voted against it. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? So, just now we're in a country who just do not care about the children. Like that's just it. Like, now where can we go from here? Now you see a baby screaming, crying in pain, confused, alone. Can you imagine? Freezing cold, laying on that metal table, and they just lay there until they die, or they probably throw them in some kind of waste bag until they just die and just starve to death or freeze to death or something. It's horrible, right? Yeah, that kind of broke my heart. My friend Courtney sent me that. Like, that's it's pretty terrible. Zen said, "Can you tell me the name of the book and the author's name again? Because I want to try to get that. I don't know if you put this in there before, but I'm gonna hold the book up again. I'm kind of late on the comments, but it is Goodbye Germ Theory by William Trabing. Really good book. This was recommended by an excellent YouTuber, TMF. He just stopped doing videos after Jeff C passed. Rest in peace, Jeff C. But that was a very smart individual. Both of them. You know, Ms. Massless know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's there's that. I need to Hey, Three Fingers, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Their fear porn didn't work on Anointed Praise, our Heavenly Father. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gregorius, how you doing? Hey, good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for anointing your messages, your messengers, and providing us another opportunity to fellowship with our brothers and sisters. Amen. Amen. Oh yeah. I was for sure on fire. After I saw that individual, um, just kind of masked up, mask, glove, hoodie. I could barely see this dude's eyes as he rang me up. He didn't look me in the face. So 47%. The Masonic Compass said at 47 degrees. CIA found in 1947. It's terrible. Kate Stover, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm gonna go run and grab my headphones real quick because you know what? I might not need my headphones. Yeah, I do. I do need my headphones. I'm gonna go grab my headphones real quick. Y'all give me a moment. Hang on. All right. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? Since I put the headphones on, somebody let me know in the chat if you can hear me because I'm gonna invite a guest on and then I got an article and a video to share. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Hear you fine? Okay, cool. Cool. Thanks, y'all. All right. Um, so I'm gonna grab the link real quick as the wonderful, prolific Black Spring with Autumn would say. I'm gonna put the pendulum out there. I spoke to Factual One. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link for Factual One to come on, hop up in here, homie, because uh, I had to kind of get a few thoughts off my chest first before I invited someone in. But now that I got that off, I was feeling I was feeling real emotional at the moment. So as I was reading that, because I have personal experience because my youngest brother is autistic, and just it's just that I wasn't old enough to explain or just to share the information with my parents. And now that I'm old enough, and now that I have become a parent myself, it is my duty to protect my child. It is my duty to share the gospel. It is my duty as a believer to, at least allow other individuals to have a chance. You know, so there's that. Let me go ahead and bring it up.
Wow, you're on fire. That was great. That was great. So much knowledge I didn't know. I'm learning a lot today. What did I just learn about previously? What was the UBI?
Oh yeah, universal basic income. Uh
I
huh.
did never heard of that my whole life. See, that shows you how much I pay attention to news. I never heard the term UBI.
But it's always something though. There's no
Right,
way to be on top of all of this stuff. There is
right,
absolutely no way unless you don't have a job, you don't have kids, you have
right.
nowhere to go, you're at your computer all day. There is no way to know all of this stuff. So,
You're right. You're right. Sounds like socialism, though. Basically, is it the idea where everybody has the same amount and everybody's happy with the same exact amount?
yep,
Basically, that's
absolutely. Basically.
yeah.
And
Oh,
then you
that
can
was
look
the.
up.
I'm sorry, but good.
Oh yeah, you good. I'm sorry about that. You
No,
just
no.
reminded me, man. You can literally, since people are on like the Elon Musk train, you can literally look up and see how he's a huge proponent for it. Just like, how people ignore Donald T. Rump did the warp speed
Right,
thing, Elon Musk was one of the first to be on board and a proponent for UBI. So that's because most people don't know
yeah.
about it, just like most people don't know about warp speed.
No, and that post on your community wall was very alarming. In going into 2023, we have people with a full hoodie indoors, 72 degrees outside. And not only did he have the mask on, he had it on up to his eyeballs. Was he afraid that he was going
Absolutely.
to get something in his retina or something was going to transfer? He was bundled up, boy. And I want is that Target? Are they influencing the employees to do that? Do you think, or is he doing that from his own personal fear? Like, because that would take a lot of fear to dress like that.
So
I,
if I had, obviously I don't work for Target, but
right,
if I had to choose, I would say it's up to their own choice because there were some employees who weren't wearing one, there's some who were. So I kind of feel like, if it's not a requirement, if you're not toxinated, or it could
right.
be just for your own personal comfort or whatever. Because
Right. I
yeah,
used to be real hard on people like that, and when I would look over to the right in the car and see somebody with the windows all the way up in the summer, and like uh, they have a mask on their face, but they had a cigarette in their hand too. Right? If they be pulled a mask down to
oxymoron.
take a puff of the cigarette, like this is the kind of stuff I was seeing. But then I realized this too. You might have somebody that's so asleep, right? All it takes is they get a phone call. God forbid they lose a loved one, and they're told the loved one was lost to COVID. Right?
Yeah,
That's all it would take. That's all it would take right there. If they're not even a little, slightly bit awake or aware of what's going on, a doctor talked. Yeah, we lost this person to COVID, and this is what was going on. Next thing you know, you see that person in Target bundled up on a 72-degree day.
absolutely. I'm gonna
Right?
take a second, pause,
Go ahead.
pause real quick, and address the chat. Hey, Vaughn, how you doing, sweetheart? Vaughn, we're just chatting. We just shooting the crap right now. We're talking about the community post I shared earlier with the individual that was dressed up in full protective gear, as Media Bear would say, full protective gear with the face mask, the gloves. There, he was wearing a hoodie with the hood
Yeah.
on. The hood was like cinched in. You know how you can use the drawstring. Do I have a drawstring on here? No, I don't.
He had the hood.
Yeah,
The hood was
the drawstring was pulled in.
right. Yeah,
It was like a
and
circle over his face with
it
the
was
hoodie.
right above his eyebrows, and the mask right below the eye. So basically, all you could see was his eyes, if that,
Yes. And
barely.
then he didn't look at me. He never looked me in the eye. As I spoke to him, I always speak to people. That's how I was taught. You speak
Right.
to people if they're in front of you, if
Exactly.
you're interacting with them.
Right.
How you doing, sir? Blah blah blah.
Right.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
just
He didn't have any personality.
just
He's
straight
probably just
NPC.
he's a robot at that point. At this
Yeah, that's
point.
just how it was. Straight up Grand Theft Auto NPCs.
Oh,
Straight up.
thank you, MM. Nice to see you. I love your voice too. You thought I was kidding you the other day when I said, no, I love her voice. She thought I was teasing her because somebody on the phone told her, Miss, I can't understand you. And she thought it was her audio. But then the guy rudely told her, no, your voice is just too raspy. Nah, it's not like he was lying. He was wrong. Your voice is lovely. That's what I said. I said it's a combination of cute and raspy. Very nice voice. That's all.
I told Miss Massless that several times, but she don't listen to me. It is what it is. I told her not to worry about that, but
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
no
too.
problem, Vaughn, no problem. Uh, And Free Will, hey Free Will, we got Free Will in the house. Just called me UCP. That makes me think of cup.
Oh
You
my
just
God, yeah, yeah. Don't you ever call her UCP, bro. I took the hit for that, and then Miss Maskless, she gave it to me when I was referring to her as Maskless. She's like, "Nah, bro, that's not like I couldn't win over here with the names. I tried to shorten people's names, give them new names. So now, whatever they want me to, you tell me what you want me to call you, and that's how it goes. No more cup."
yep. Free Will says sorry, I'm
I'm
driving.
driving. Yeah, he wanted to shorten that voice recognition.
Yeah, no biggie, Free Will. It's just strange because okay, so I either think of cup or ICP. If you a Detroit native or Michigan
Yeah, yeah,
native, you
yeah,
would
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
ICP with Insane
Yeah,
Clown Posse.
I know who that.
Ew.
Unfortunately, were you a fan of theirs?
No, I'm not a juggalo. How dare you?
No, thank God.
I'm not a juggalo. How
Oh,
dare
that's
you?
hard. The Juggalos are rough. They have Juggalo communities on YouTube. I've
Man,
bumped
it was
into a
like a
couple.
cult for real.
Oh, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, and they have like these get-togethers. I met a couple people. They have these get-togethers, and then what goes on at these things is very unusual. I didn't even know about these escapades they have. The Juggalos.
Yep, they
Was
just live
never a
it.
fan of their music though. I don't even know what their music really sounds like. I just saw them on Howard Stern a couple of times. That was enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, being from, Michigan, or I'm from Detroit, but, I
Right,
was definitely inclined to listen to some of their music because I wanted to know why Eminem was always at their necks. Like,
right.
okay, is it just that bad? So listen to some of it, like, oh yeah,
You
okay,
want
it
to
is
hear
pretty
something
bad.
crazy?
Yeah, like
Now
it
here,
is pretty bad.
that's funny. Like I'm here in Pittsburgh, right? And I've never listened to one whole Wiz Khalifa song in my life. I've met him. I bumped into him a couple before he got real famous. I have no interest in his music. I heard like just a portion of enough to know that's just not for me. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because it's like newer school. Mac Miller was cool though. I could listen to him a little bit, but not anymore. Not anymore. Maybe when he first came out, like 2010, when he came out with the Nikes on my feet song, and he was because I don't know. You ever watch any of my videos? Right across the street from Taylor Alderdice High School, that's where he went to high school, and that's like, and yeah, he does comes from a very wealthy Jewish family, right in that neighborhood.
Wow, really? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
sharing.
Oh no,
Oh, I'm gonna adjust the chat real quick.
go ahead,
We got Mac TV up in the house. It's time to get it in with Mac TV. Good day, homie. How you
Mac. You
doing?
should come up, or are you at work?
Man, I always tell Mac, like, man, you gonna
Mac,
steal
you
chicken or
gotta
you gonna
come
come
up
up and
here,
share
man.
some wisdom. Mac is so plugged in. He's
He,
so tuned in to the reality of things. I really want to hear, I really want to hear Mac speak and come on here. But he never take the pendulum though. You know.
He gave me some indirect rock and roll trivia last night in the chat. I came in and I said, "Hey, hey," and he said, my," and he set me up. He didn't think I was gonna know the rock and roll will never die. He didn't think I was gonna know the Neil Young, or he thought I had. Either way, it was funny because like not everybody. I don't think everybody in this like age group. I'm a little older than you guys. I don't know how old Mac is, but I would think I'm a little bit older than most of the people here.
Mac said, I don't think that was me. You got me confused with
No,
somebody
no,
else.
well, that wasn't you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, I've been having a lot of deja vu lately, so I might just imagine that. But there was a stream. You had a stream last night with the video game. Mac, you might be forgetting. You might be forgetting. Or no, you know who that might have been? High Plains Drifter. Is there somebody comes in here by the name of High Plains Drifter?
Yeah, he was in here earlier. He probably still here.
Was that him? I think that was him.
I don't know.
So many happenings going on. I can't keep track of them. I thought it was Mac. My bad, Mac.
And Ms. Maskless just left a comment. Ever been to an ICP themed wedding? They don't end well. Wow, I didn't know people did such a thing. Well, you know what? Juggalos are called, so yeah, there's no telling.
What's it called?
The ICP themed wedding, Insane Clown Posse wedding.
What do they do there?
Yeah, she
I
said,
mean, is it a different type
ever
of
been
thing?
to a ICP themed wedding? They don't end well. I'm quite
People
sure.
get hurt.
I'm quite sure that's what it sounds like.
People get injured. That's always fun to go to a wedding
Yeah.
and see people get injured.
Before it gets too dark, I have something I want to kind of
You're gonna
discuss with
play
everybody.
videos? Is
Yeah, I
that
got
what you
something.
mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
I got something I want to share real quick, and then never heard of it. Yeah, ICP is a Michigan thing. So yeah, they weren't like real big, but it did become like a cultish type following
you know,
behind. So
I wrote for a magazine in the early '90s. It was called "Caught in the Middle." Uncool. I almost called, but yeah, it was called Caught in the Middle because it was based in Waukegan, Illinois, right? So caught in the middle of New York, caught in the middle of New York and L.A. Well, at any rate, like Detroit's always had a really good music scene, like hip hop wise. People just didn't like Dilla. Dilla was the best thing that ever happened to Detroit, not Eminem. Contrary to popular
oh no
belief,
no 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 no, I for sure know it's not. I know it's not Eminem.
oh, I know you know that, but I'm just and like people like if people like really took time and listened to Slum Village and really got to like, no, I mean musically, Dilla was the and I don't know. I think that was definitely somebody's sacrifice. Maybe there's a lot of people that blew up off Dilla. A lot of people from the Philly, the OK player, the Roots blew up huge after Dilla was gone, and Dilla was a huge part of the Roots, taking it from one level to the next. Now you see both Tariq Trotter and Brother Question, both of the Roots on the
Mm-hmm.
Tonight Show, right? You
Right.
see them; they went from local Philly grassroots hip hop band to the Tonight Show. And I don't think things like that happen without certain, just that again sacrifices. But unfortunately, they made them, but they made them. This is just my theory, of course. This doesn't reflect the opinions of Uncool Paranoia, but that's just the way I feel. Because to move up that pyramid, especially to a venue or a vehicle like the Tonight Show, right?
Right.
That's and it's and they're both talented. Don't get Black Thought's very talented
Oh, for
and,
sure. Black
and
Thought, definitely.
extremely talented. I mean, as talented as you can get from the perspective of a lyricist. And Brother Question's not a shabby drummer, but I know the bassist Hub, and he didn't get no kind of big boost from being in that group, and the bass line is just as important as anything going on in that music, right? So it makes you wonder why. He's back in Philly just running a clothing store, his own clothing store, but nonetheless that's a far cry from the Tonight Show.
Let me see. I'm
Oh
addressing the
yeah.
chat real quick. They were pushed though extra hard, even here locally. Facts.
Yeah, is
Sarada
that
said, then there are those of us
sorry,
who are yeah, absolutely.
I
We're aware
took
long
over.
after reading a book by William Cooper called Behold the Pale Horse in the 90s. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Sarada. Yeah, we got resisting the reset up in this piece. He said I thought the roots were from Philly. I think you were about to address that real quick. We got Supplanter, we got Elbert. I appreciate you all stopping by. Thank y'all so much. And we got Chuck up in the house.
Chuck,
Yes.
Chuck.
Yes, that's definitely factual. Unfortunately, I don't know why the screen isn't showing his logo. Can y'all see his logo? I can
Yeah,
see it through.
because they don't like me. StreamYard doesn't like me, and YouTube doesn't really like me in particularly. Chuck, I rode by something today. I'll run this by you guys real quick because they took it down. I had a video, and I went to point out to Chuck there's something when you pull up, same area as the Taylor Alderdice High School place. I'm cool. I got to be real careful right now because I. But anyway, so all right, there's a place there when you pull up to the corner of Forward and Murray Avenue, very famous intersection in Squirrel Hill, where the I just want to throw this out there. Everybody remember November 2019, right? 2018. I'm sorry, it's going on 4 years. Robert Bowers walks into the Tree of Life Synagogue about 3 blocks, 4 blocks from where my mother lives. Allegedly kills 11 people, walks out of the synagogue, and the police say, "No, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to shoot him in the thigh." The same week, President Trump is told, "You can't come to the city to the funeral." Not one thing from this Robert Bowers character, not one thing, not one truther, so called truther, has ever talked about the fact this guy's name has not been mentioned. No trial, no development, not one thing since. They say he killed 11 people in a house of worship, for small hats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he gets only shot in the thigh and not another mention. And I brought that up because I'm the same neighborhood. Because I'm thinking of Chuck. There was this thing, right? And it was Jewish residential services. I know I got to be careful, and I'm going to be. But Jewish residential services, right? And
Yeah.
they had the sun. The sun was the logo, right? I made a video about this place, and and they YouTube forced me to take it down. Don't you know that they took the JRS? All right, on both ends, you got J. J is one. Then you got S on the other end. That's one. There's your pillars. Right in the middle, what do you have? You have an R. There's your 9 or inverted 6. 33 surrounded by the pillars. The very same. They took the sign down. They took it down, and the video never even got a chance to be seen on here. Is it possible that they could have found out that that video even existed in the momentary like seconds that it was up? Very
Wow,
unusual.
dude.
Very unusual.
Very,
Yep, very
very.
unusual. And I'll tell you what, I'll even make a video driving by tomorrow, and I don't know how to edit and do it. If I knew how to edit and do stuff like that, I would be a fantastic video maker. But I don't have the time really to put that much. If I just started doing it a little bit at a time, I would be able, because you know what, I no intention, like you can't buy me, so there would be no selling out. They'd probably kick me off of here every other week though.
Wow, dude.
Chuck always used to encourage me. I mean, I'm sure he still does. He just doesn't say it. He don't need to. He always encouraged me to make videos, especially concerning numbers.
And Disciple said, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for their service in furthering God's kingdom here on earth. Hallelujah. Absolutely, Disciple. I really appreciate that. Absolutely. We do have to, be careful of just of what we're talking about. Try not to
I know.
pronounce the J
Yeah,
word
yeah,
out.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm going to show us something real quick because my daughter is going to be here in about 20 minutes. There's something I wanted to just get across with everybody. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. I don't mean to just subvert the conversation like that, but I didn't know that's where we were
No,
going to go. But
no,
I
it's
really
okay.
appreciate that.
No,
But I can't
it's
believe we got the OG up in my chat. Hold the phone. Press Reset Earth was in the house. Wow. Press Reset Earth. Jeff C. TMF. OGs in the game. OGs in the game. One of the OGs literally just stopped in my chat. I feel very humbled right now. I really appreciate that. It was really nice to see him. That was
me
dope.
too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick, just share some thoughts as
Yes, man.
to what I was thinking. We're gonna have to do something else because I just got a text telling me my daughter was gonna be here in a few minutes. I thought I was gonna be by
It's
myself tonight,
okay.
but
It's all right. It's all right.
uh I'm gonna share my screen. I got something to show y'all real quick. I'm quite sure y'all have already seen it, but I'm gonna take us out of here. Okay, I got some thoughts about this. Have y'all seen the Oculus founder claims he made a VR headset that actually kills you if you die in a game? Y'all seen this, right?
No, oh wow, I never saw it.
Okay, so I guess I'll read a little bit of it. The founder of virtual reality VR firm Oculus claims he has designed a new headset that can kill you in real life if you die in a game. Palmer Lucky, not so lucky, said the device was inspired by Sword Art Online, the Japanese novel series turned anime in which players are trapped in an online role-playing game where death in the game means death in the real world because of the killer Nerve Gear headset they wear.
Wow.
Lucky launched Oculus in October 2012 before selling it to Scrapbook for 2 billion with a B as in boy in 2014. During his tenure at the helm, he created the Oculus Rift and other VR tech, which now underpins Meta, aka Death, big bet on the metaverse, an alternative world where you can work,
Wow.
play, and meet people without leaving your home. All right. So I'm not going to get too far into this article, but there's something I wanted to show y'all. Have you realized what we're dealing with here? I'm going to make sure I'm sharing the screen properly. I'm going to pull up the
Scary.
neighborhood. I'm going to make sure I got my audio sharing because I don't remember if I checked it. Okay, there we go. I got something to show y'all. I have something to show y'all. Things manifest in our reality physically, whether you'd like to believe it or not. I just wanted to show
True.
y'all a movie
Very true.
trailer that this made me think of. So let's watch this real
Great.
quick. Fair use YouTube. I'm sharing this piece of work here for educational purposes only. I'm not making any money. I'm not monetized. I'm just sharing this for educational and research purposes only. Okay, I'm not an expert. All right, here we go.
And to further build on it.
Absolutely fair use. Always do your own research. Okay, here we go.
Play this new game, man. Yeah? Seriously. Hello?
Wow.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, this could be nice. Sweet Sebastian Bach, I want to play. Miller, you signed in yet? I'm here. All right, let's boot it up. The name of this game is Stay Alive. We don't know much else other than we're not supposed to have it.
Whoa.
You guys feel that? Hell yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Damn it, man, she got me. Some woman, man. Hey, is somebody out there? Miller, who you talking to, man? You play the game too long. You know, you start seeing stuff. Hello? Miller died the same way he died in the game. This can't just be a coincidence.
I think you're right.
Serious, man? Listen to yourself. Don't you get it? If you die in the game, you die for real. Anybody out there? Hey. Hush. Game become a reality.
What's that noise?
Me? Did I do something?
Yeah, I think that's your background. I think because I have this thing up so loud. So yeah.
My background? What I do?
hmm Oh, nothing. Just hearing some noise. So anyway, yeah. Have y'all ever seen that movie?
No, but you know what? What that guy just said, I have a dream all the time where the dream is that life is a game, and if I die in the game, I die in real life. I
hmm
never saw that trailer in my life.
That's exactly what that was. It's a movie called Stay Alive. That's exactly what I thought of when I saw Spiritual Logic, aka Hawk, share that article that people are dying with, it's a possibility for people to die when they play that. I thought of that movie just instantly, right away. So whatever they show us in Hollywood manifests itself because fallen angels write movies, okay? They write
Right,
movies by auto
right.
writing. They write movies through the spirit realm. That's exactly what that was. So I just want to go ahead and share that to y'all. It's like,
Right.
okay,
That's
we're
scary.
dealing with
Scary to me.
spiritual. Yes, we're
Wonder
dealing with
why I have
spiritual
that dream.
manifestations.
Wonder
Absolutely.
why I have that dream though. It's the same dream. It's the dream of the game, right? And if I die in the game, I die.
Yep. And Disciple of the Messiah just left a very interesting comment. I still have dreams about the movie Phantasm, the flying metal ball. Then the drill comes out into somebody's forehead. You know what? That is the one horror movie that messed me up as a child was Phantasm.
Never saw. Never.
Crazy,
You know, I never liked.
crazy
I never
movie.
liked horror movies my whole life. Never liked them. I don't know why.
Crazy.
I don't know why. I don't know. Never liked. I think I told you this personally. Never liked Pamela Anderson. Never liked all the so-called sex symbols. I always had a feeling something was off. I'm talking 12, 13 years old when all the other kids would fuss over certain women. I would look at the girl next door. I would say, you know what? The girl in our class is better looking than all these girls because I just had that feeling something was off. I don't know what it was. Don't know what it
For
was.
sure. For sure. But I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. We're gonna have to do this again because yeah, my baby's gonna be here shortly. And
That's
I'm not gonna
always
have to
first. Always
yeah,
first.
I'm not gonna be able to be streaming. So we gotta do some homeschooling tonight. So
Right.
everybody, Miss Massless, Disciples, Zen, Uni, the homie Chuck, Supplanter, Gregorius, Aloha Steve, Harloha, my homie, let me see. Sarada, Supplanter. I think I'm reading everybody's names twice. Let's see. Mark, the homie Mark Schumann, navigating through the beast system. I really appreciate y'all. Press
Zen
reset
win.
was the pen and piece. Zen win up in the house. I really appreciate all of you coming by to listen to me rant. My twin, Miss Maskless. I just really appreciate y'all. The homie Mac TV, Free Will, Vaughn, Black Spring with Autumn, all of you.
Steve.
Right. Samoan Watchman, I really appreciate you.
Uni.
Thank y'all so much. Latin, a Latina in Cali, I really appreciate all of you for stopping by. Thank y'all so
Thanks,
much.
Uncool. We'll finish this for sure. And
Yeah, we got to
Chuck
finish this.
Chuck come up. He's good at that type of thing too with videos.
Yep,
Bring
absolutely.
music videos.
A dog named Boo up in the house. I didn't know you were here. Hey, hey, how you doing, sweetheart? I didn't know a dog named Boo was here. But thank y'all so much. I'm gonna have to cut it short
All
because
right,
I
hon.
got yep, it's getting
Much
dark out
love.
here anyway.
God
So
bless everybody.
yep,
Have a
God
wonderful
bless.
night. I'll talk to you later. Everybody else too. I'll see you out here.
All right, everybody.
Thanks,
Weather
Uncle.
parent, absolutely. Thank you for coming up, Factual.
Always.
Appreciate that.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
And let me see. Sarada said, "You are a gem. I would never. I would. Oh, I would never drink the spiked Kool-Aid. Never, ever. I'm so proud of you for sharing the truth today. I've been sad because so many are lost. Man, it really hit me, especially after seeing the individual in Target. That was terrible. That definitely hit me. Supplanter, thank you so much for stopping by. Man, I just really appreciate y'all coming, coming to listen because, I'm not anything special. I'm just somebody, somebody with a laptop and an opinion. And there's that. And with an opportunity, I will share the gospel. That Christ died, died for our sins, was buried, and rose on the third day according to the scriptures. So that's the whole truth, all truth, and that's where it ends, is where it begins, and that's it. I really appreciate that, Sarada. That is it. I really appreciate that. That is it. The gospel is all truth. Jesus Christ holds the patent to all truth. That's it. And iron sharpens iron. We're here every day to help sharpen each other, to help, guide each other along, because that's it. Please pray for the lost. Absolutely, disciple. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm out of here. Where the paranoia is most certainly uncool. God bless you all. And the camera getting all scratchy when it's all dark. Looks nasty. But I'm out of here. Thank y'all. Later, everybody.